that we have a gate tunnel present for a SCR, and you have to turn on the SCR by applying a gate pulse at the gate terminal of SCR. Correct or not? So there are the two methods generally we have seen in the working and characteristics of SCR, that whenever you increase the forward breakover voltage, it will turn on. That means you are increasing the anode to cathode voltage greater than the forward breakover voltage, then it will goes into turn on. But it is not a preferred method. You should not use this method. So what is the other method, preferable method is, you have to increase anode to cathode voltage, and as well as you have to apply a one gate pulse at the gate terminal of SCR. Then only it will trigger on the, and it is the preferable method. So how to apply that gate pulse? How to apply that gate pulse to the gate terminal of SCR means you have to apply a gate pulses through UJT circuit. We already have this circuit in your EDC. So electron device and circuits, say there you have a UJT circuit like this, correct or not? So UJT is used as a relaxation oscillator here. So what is the relaxation oscillator means? It will provides you a non-sinusoidal outputs. That means that will generate a pulses, correct or not? So if you see in the this working of UJT, in the capacitor it will have charging, discharging, charging, discharging like this we will get. And at the terminals of this gate UJT, this is called base, this is junction 1, this is the base 1, is base 2. Okay, so we have a terminals emitter, and it is two base terminals B1 and B2. So emitter and base 1, base 2, you have to take the output at base 2. So what is the output at base 2 means? This pulses, positive going pulses only will generate. In the capacitor, at the across the capacitor, we will get a this charging, discharging, charging, discharging output. And at the output of the base 2, we have a only positive going trigger pulses. Correct or not? So these pulses will given at the gate terminal of SCR, and you have to maintain anode voltage greater than the cathode voltage, then this SCR will turn on. And you have to connect to a load. That load may be a motor, it may be a heater, it may be a lamp, or maybe a LED or anything it may be. So it will turn on SCR so that it will load will be on or off, something like that. Okay, is it clear? Very simple to understood, very simple to understood this concept. What is the concept is here is that how to turn on SCR. One is the example, there is so many methods to turn on SCR, but famous and preferable method is applying a gate pulse. And you know very well that UJT will generate a pulses, so that pulses will have to given at the gate terminal of SCR, so that that will generate a turn on process of SCR. Okay, so if you see this concept here, this concept, the unijunction transistors are often used to trigger the SCR. So unijunction transistor means UJT. So why it is unijunction means only single junction, one junction is present, and also the track is also used for the turn on the SCR. Okay, so track is not that much preferable, but UJT is very much preferable because track is a AC control only, it will have the AC control. Okay, and the most common method of triggering the SCR, because the pulses at the gate using RC triggering methods cause more power dissipation at the gates. So by using UJT as triggering device, the power loss is limited as it produces a train of pulses. Correct or not? So the power loss is less because it will generate a train of pulses, a train of pulses. So this is called a train of pulses. The train of pulses will generate by using a UJT. When the voltage is applied, the capacitor starts charging to the variable resistor. By varying the resistance value, voltage across the capacitor gets varied, and once the capacitor voltage is equal to the peak value of UJT, it starts conducting, hence produce a pulse output till the voltage across the capacitor equal to the valley voltage VV of the UJT. And this process repeats and produces a train of pulses at base terminals terminal 1, and the time constant of charging capacitor is controlled by resistor R1, and thus a small value of R1 allows the capacitor to charge quickly. This causes the UJT and SCR to turn on early in the off cycle and allows the load current to flow for a significant portion of the positive off cycle. A large value of R1 causes the capacitor to charge slowly, which in turn causes a delay in the switching of both the UJT and SCR, and allows load current to flow for a smaller time interval. Thus, by varying the value of R1, we can control the conduction angle of SCR and power flow to the load to ensure the turn on of UJT. The pulse output at the base terminal 1 is used to turn on the SCR at predetermined time intervals. Okay, so very easy to understood here. Why whatever I have told here is the same thing I have already given explained thing. Okay, so here what will happen? So the UJT is the function of generating a train of pulses or pulses, whatever there may be. That pulses at the base 2 will given to the gate of the SCR, and it will turn on the SCR, and that is connected to the load. So how much that the circuit have the time delay? How to you decide time response or time delay will decided by the two factors. What are the R1 and C? So there the RC components will decide the time constant. So time constant is more. That means you have a make a delay. So delay in the switching on the SCR. So if the time constant is less, what is the time constant? R into C, RC. R into C is called the time constant. The R into C is more, the time delay is more. So R into C is less, then you can time delay is less. That means you can switch on very quickly if the time constant is less. The switch on very delay, it will have the some, it will take some time to switch on the SCR, by if the R1 and C is have the more value. Okay, so this is the only process you have, only turn on the SCR. That means it will, the capacitor will have the pulses like this, charging discharging, charging discharging like this, and whenever the it will reach us to capacitor reaches to peak value, then what will happen, one pulse will generate at the base 2. Okay, and whenever the capacitor reaches to peak value, we will generate a one positive peak pulse. Okay, and it will generate the other pulse like this. So these pulses are given at the base 2, and it is connected to the SCR, and it will turn on the SCR. Okay, is it clear or not? So very easy to understood this circuit diagram and everything. So there is no much concept behind here. Only thing is that you already have the concept of this generating, how to generating a UJT as a pulses or relaxation oscillator, because you are not sinusoidal output. That means you are generating a small pulses, triggering pulses will generate by UJT. That triggering pulses given at the SCR. So this is the only thing how to turn on the SCR by UJT. Okay, so this is the concept of SCR circuit triggered by UJT. Okay, so you have to draw the circuit as well as the input and output waveforms. So there is no input waveform. Why? Because it is a oscillator. This is oscillator, there is no input. Okay, but you can generate a output waveforms at the capacitor as well as gate base 2 terminal. Okay, and it is given to the SCR. Okay, there is no input, so only output actually, but they are given input and output waveforms, but it's wrong, there is no input actually. So VC is the that is generated due to this VVB, this voltage goes to VCC or VVB voltage. DC supply only it will generating. Okay, and R1C, this time constant R1 into C. is the time constant that will decide the pulse width or the delay or time constant, okay, of the turning on the SCR. How much time it will take to turn on and how much time it will delay, that will be decided by the this R and C. Okay, so this is the class today. So all of you also download the Cisco Webex meeting app because Zoom has some problems. It's not opening in the laptops. So I will also prefer this to take the class in the Cisco Webex app. So you also, whenever it is necessary, I will provide the link. Then you should have to also participate in this app also. Okay, whenever I require, I will send the links, whether Zoom or Cisco Webex, which one is preferred. I will post the link, then you will should attend the classes. Okay, all of you, is it clear? అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
ఎవరికైతే ఎప్పుడైతే మనం సిస్కో వెబ్ఎక్స్ ఉంటే ఏది ప్రిఫరబుల్ ఉంటే అది దాన్ని మనం లింక్ సెండ్ చేస్తా, అందులో మీరు పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయండి. అందరికి చెప్పండి సిస్కో వెబ్ఎక్స్ యాప్ కూడా డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోమని చెప్పండి. ఓకే కదా అందరికి? రైట్, దిస్ ఇస్ ద టుడే క్లాస్. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ time delay, I conclude here. So we will discuss later different concepts in the next class. Okay, full wave rectifier, half wave rectifier, using SCR, three-phase of a rectifier like this. So then we have a diag triad characteristics. Okay, so we will wind up here today. Thank you all. అందరు చెప్పండి, అందరూ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి.